remember how I mentioned that the client's subconsciousness can feed off of your fear?
Mm-hmm.
Some especially vulnerable areas can be very sensitive and dangerous.
You mean I can actually die here?
When you place your consciousness in another's subconsciousness, there is a risk of you getting hurt, of the pain and the turmoil of the client's subconscious drawing your own mind into its agony. You must brave these areas despite the risks. You must stay calm. Should you let your fears get the best of you...
I also noticed there's no path anymore. I also noticed that there is no path left. There's no, like, breadcrumb trail for me to follow anymore. Is there gonna be, like, a wolf in here? Remember, deep breathing. I've been playing a lot of Wii Fit lately. That's been teaching me how to do yoga. And the whole deep breathing thing, it really helps to keep you calm, even when your body's under stress. Maybe that's part of why I'm doing so well. Okay, I don't see any hints. Like the red bushes, the fire. That flower is glowing. It's like giving off a luminous glow. Am I supposed to follow the flowers that are glowing? Why do I get the feeling these red bushes are symbolic for something? Maybe I'm just reading too deeply into the game? Then again, they did say everything is symbolic for something. Again, this isn't so bad, but I have a feeling it's going to go south very, very soon. Oh, I get it. It's symbolic for being lost, like the whole hedge maze thing. That's clever. That's good imagery. Again, symbolism. Flowers, flowers everywhere, and not a one to eat. There are actually edible flowers out there. I've had them before. They're not that bad. Oh, this is classic. See how far away that thing is? I'm going to walk forward thinking everything's okay. I want to get the next hint, and they're going to hit me with something along the way there. I'm ready for you. I'm not going to fall for this. Oh no, I'm actually back at the beginning. Well, how about that? Good to know, good to know. There's a picture in here somewhere, and I need to find... Uh-oh. Here we go, here's the alternate path. Carrying an object.
You can even pick up and walk around with some objects. To do so, interact with it, and then start walking while holding on to it.
Ah, here we go. An offering, dear pig, bear, man, child. Oh, he didn't like my offering. I made a boo-boo. Now all the lights go out. Oh, the fire! The fire's gone out, and now everything's dark. Oh, it's all changed. This is classic. This bridge over troubled water. Is that... Oh, I thought that rock was shaped like a bear for a second. What is that sound? What is that sound? There's like a car horn? Or maybe it's the horn of a boat? Almost? Oh, it's a little piano. Playing the piano, man. I wonder if it's actually possible to play songs on this thing. Hold up. Where is it? Okay, sometimes they fake out on me. Maybe that's a puzzle onto itself. I gotta play a certain song. Oh, this game is so good with its atmosphere. I gotta figure out what that noise is. It's driving me nuts. It's activating my curiosity. More toys. So we had a boat and a rocking horse. And there's also... You're fun. Look at you. Not a good time to lose one's head, I should say. Yeah, y'all saw that joke coming a mile away. God, this is a long demo. Sound's getting louder. Again, following a little bit of a hedge maze here. That horse still has its head. Sorry, sometimes I feel it just welling up in my chest, and I gotta take a moment to go, okay. Alright, let's back this up for a second and make sure... Wait a minute. Oh, it's a bunny now! So we had a bear, and we had Mr. Bear, we had Mr. Bunny. Let's see if Mr. Bunny likes my bread. For you, good friend! Do not make the fire go out. Well... Oh, listen to the sounds. They're getting worse. I'm actually having fun with this. I can't believe it. Usually I'd be petrified by a game like this, but I'm actually legit curious to see what they're going to throw at me next. This is so good. This atmosphere is so awesome. Now, I'm so glad I backed this game now. What, not even a maze to go through? Mr. Owl doesn't waste any time. Yeah, turn off the lights already. I know what you're gonna do. Now, I half expected for the lights to get even... Snow? Wait a minute. That's not snow, is it? Also, if I put the cursor just right, it looks like he only has one eye. I see you. Hoo-hoo. I see who. I see who. Whoa, my frame rate is eating it all of a sudden. That happened during the failed recording, too. What was that all about? Oh, you know what that sound actually reminds me of? Have any of you played another horror game out there called Spooky's House of Jump Scares? The Evil Deer? Oh, that was such a good scare. That's another horror game you should check out. This isn't snow. This is ash from the house. I just know it is. Oh, Mr. Bear had problems. Although, I think I can help him with that. No, that's more bread, actually. And that's from Mr. Frog. Is there anything else in here I should be aware of? Now I'm curious. Wait a minute. Oh no, that's a cage. A cage. Wait a minute. The bears are all dead. The forest is a bad thing, I get that. But what does the cage represent? Because that's the second one we've seen now. Oh, this is what I love about doing a horror game blind, is you don't... The first thing going through your head is like, what the hell is going on here? The mystery just gets deeper and deeper. And we haven't found a photo in a while. Oven. Oven. Cooking. Fire. I get the feeling the house burning down was a real event. They were trying to cook something for themselves. They were trying to cook a bird and the house caught on fire. That's why they hate certain foods. I get it now. And that's the reason the forest is getting darker and darker, because it's burning. I think I just figured it out. I gotta be careful. I gotta stay calm, because if I get too excited, the game's gonna think I'm losing my mind here and I'm getting scared, which I'm not. I'm excited. Oh, the tension is killing me, man. Oh, here's a picture. It was a trap. There was a woman who caught and ate children. Yeah, that's a lie. That's not a thing that actually happened. Oh, this bridge. I always get nervous with bridges in games like this, because you always get the feeling that they're gonna fall out right from underneath you. Ugh. That's one of my real-life fears, is heights. I can't stand looking down from high places. Like, you feel like you're being sucked towards the edge. It drives you insane. Wait, what was that? I didn't even get to read it! What was that one? Aw, man. Now I'll never know. Ooh. Ooh. Was it trying to load the new area there? Oh, that heartbeat, though. Let's look around. I would have been so... That would have actually gotten me. I half expected it, but if these rock faces had, like, the faces of the animals carved into them, that would have been great. That would have been awesome. And, like, they were all looking down. Not necessarily evilly, but just that sort of condescending look, like, you did this. Is there something beneath me? I see, like, light beneath the bridge. Or maybe that's just the lighting effect from the torches here. Ooh, if I turn around in some places, the frame rate just starts to die. That's a candy bridge. Oh, the symbolism is so thick.
When your consciousness is in another subconsciousness, your psyches will inevitably intermingle.
Oh, wonderful.
Just as the client's mind can affect you, you will see parts of yourself reflected in the mind of the client. Tread lightly and tread carefully.
So my own personal fears will start to show through. Oh no, did it read that? Did it read that I was actually afraid of heights? But how would it know that? There was no way, there was no place where I would... Oh, jeez. Yeah, I gotta stop looking at that part of the map, because every time I do that... Wait a minute. Another cupcake. And bones leading children. Come, rest in my oven, sweethearts. Ugh. Old fairy tales were the worst, and simultaneously the best. They were great cautionary tales, is the thing. If you read the original versions of the Grimm fairy tales, they're brutal, but they're awesome. Like, those are great to tell children, because they teach valuable lessons. Don't talk to strangers, don't go off the beaten path. Don't... yeah, just life lessons. There's the owl. Oh, and food. They use the food to catch the owls, to catch the birds. When things become too intense.
We take great measures to ensure our neuroappropriate.
Yeah, you already told me that.
You are about to proceed through to a highly dangerous area that you must face alone.
Okay.
If the client's subconscious becomes too volatile, you will be automatically removed from this area of the mind and taken to a safer area. Use this as an opportunity to collect yourself.
So basically, that's like losing a life.
Easily return to where you left off to battle the darkness and chaos that has taken root in the client's subconscious.
Oh, let's do this, guys. Let's charge right in and not even think about it. This is the point of no return, as they're describing it. Like, this is the point where you start to realize... Stab, stab, stab. Those are all cooking utensils. Oh, I think I've got the symbolism figured out. That's a squirrel that they caught? Yeah, they were trying to cook one of the animals because they were so hungry. Candy. Stole Mom's candy. Oh, there it is. That is horrifying. Look at that. The candy house. Oh. It looks so delicious and delightful and so frightening at the same time. My sister would often bake bread to feed the forest creatures. That might be real. Also, I'm loving that mat, the like chocolate chip cookies. Although, those must be hard as hell. If you stepped on one of those, you'd impale it through your foot. Goodness gracious. Not a way to be welcoming to guests. I much prefer honey to vinegar, and I prefer witty repartee to any condiment. For those of you who have played Kid Icarus Uprising, I should be careful with that. If I make any more... Ooh. Whoa. Dude. Seriously? Okay. Well, I get it. But what's the pattern here? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They're not giving me an opportunity to move forward here. I need to know that I'm not going to get stabbed in my butt here. But there's no... Is there a pattern to this? Because I don't see one. It just seems like... Am I skinny enough to walk on the one tile without getting murder killed by this place? I think so, perhaps? Doesn't help that all these cupcakes are topped with bones. I actually had a friend who wanted to open... Alright, I'm gonna... Ooh, hoo, 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 hoo. Is this actually dangerous? Can this hurt me? No, if I just keep walking, we should be good. It was the worst birthday ever. Oh, that was a bad memory. Oh, I did not see that one coming. Whoa! Oh, somebody pulled me out. That's what that was. I'll save you, friend. Dang. It was the worst birthday ever. That was nice. That was a legit scare. That took me off guard for a second. I wonder what had happened if I didn't grab that hand. Like, that was his consciousness reaching out to try and grab me. Stop me from getting cooked. But if I had just stayed there, would I have burned? There's the owl. Are these guys like guardians? The animals are a good thing, I take it. So that might be a real memory, like baking the bread. And the swan, too. Well, last stop. Closing time. Take up your whiskey and beer. But did I find all 10 pictures? Like, it was a while there before I saw another one. Nothing behind me as I come out the other side here? No, frame rate's eating it again. One time we got lost because the birds ate our breadcrumb trail. We found a house that looked nice. That's part of the Hansel and Gretel parody. Or a parrot. What's the word I'm looking for? Not aligned. It's, I take it this is their house. So let's see what we got here. Okay. So what do we find? It was a trap. There was a woman who caught and ate children. She would try to leave us into the forest to die, but we would always leave a trail to find a way back home. Sister would often bake bread. It was the worst birthday ever. One time we got lost. Hang on. I'm trying to arrange these in such a way. Oh, okay. She would beat us when we'd steal her candy. My twin sister and I were always close. My stepmother never seemed to like us. My sister saved me from becoming dinner. That's fake. Sometimes I'd cook the birds we caught in the forest. A terrible fire burned our home down. Okay, let's try and establish the lies. Always leave a trail back home. That's true. I get the feeling that's true. She would often bake bread. Okay. Where's the my sister and I were always close? There we go. That, I think, is real. I think that's the beginning of this story. Let's see. She would beat us when we'd steal her candy. Sometimes I'd cook... No. She would beat us when we'd steal her candy. I think that's the second one. My twin sister and I were always close. My stepmother never seemed to like us. She'd beat us when we'd steal her candy. That's the aversion to food, because you're young, and if she's doing that kind of thing to you, it would affect you negatively. That would screw you up as you go on. Sometimes my sister would often bake bread for the forest creatures. She would try to leave us in the forest to die. That might be a lie. Because that's where the parallel is coming from, like the evil witch and the being thrown in the oven. The fire is definitely real. It's the worst birthday ever. A terrible fire burned our house down. I think that might be this. It was the worst birthday ever. So what's the middle event? Which one of these? Is that real? No, that's not right. Yeah, so that's the... Okay, this has got to be the starter one. That's got to be the right one. Is this true, though? She would leave us in the forest to die, but we would always find a way back home. Bake bread. Maybe this is it? No, that's not the proper order either. Hang on, guys, this might be a while. Maybe this one? Nope, that's not right either. The mind's rejecting that thought. That's not the truth. These are all too... Did I see a birthday cake somewhere? Because that was in the oven. That's got to be a real thought. That's got to be part of the memory. That's got to be part of the real memory. So by process of it... She saved me from becoming dinner. That's not true. There's no way any of this... Steal her candy. Maybe these are right? Maybe the fire thing didn't happen? No, it had to have happened. That's part of the memory. It's gotta be. Ah! Banging my head against a brick wall here. I get the feeling these 5 are the real photos, because they mean something. Maybe I'm just screwing up the order they're placed in? No, that's not it. Holy cow! Which one is right? See, because there's also no punishment for failing. So I can just do this over and over. I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. And if that doesn't work out, I can just keep going. Like, it's not the most efficient method of figuring things out, but none of the logic I'm applying to this is making sense right now. I also notice when it goes grayscale like that, this little part of this picture almost looks like a muffin. I don't know if that was on purpose, but it makes a whole lot of sense in hindsight. Fire, maybe house candy bird? No. House candy squirrel fire cake? Or have I already tried that combo before? Maybe... Nope, that's not it either. I'm pretty sure I've tried that combo before. House candy... cake? The bread. The bread. Where's the bread play in? Confound. Am I gonna have to look? This is no. This is just no. 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 Ugh. What is the truth? I don't even know. I wonder what happens if I actually just do it. If I go along with the fake memory. Like, I know this is fake. Will it actually give me an alternate ending? I want to know.
Oh my god, it's all rushing back to me. It's so awful, and I don't want to remember, but yes, I now know the face of my demon. My sister and I, we were taken out into the woods by my stepmother for one of her nighttime walks. We'd usually find our way back by leaving a trail of whatever we could grab before the walk. Marbles, pieces of paper, even pebbles. However, one night, she took us deep, deep into the woods. We brought some bread to leave a trail of crumbs, but all the forest creatures must have eaten them. We were lost, so lost. We tried to find our way back, but it was so dark, and we were in a very strange part of the woods. We were lost for days, hungry and tired. We finally found a house, and we were so hopeful that someone might be able to help us. That house, though, that house was no ordinary house. It looked like candy, and there was something off about it. We shouldn't have gone in, but, well, we did. It was a prison for lost children like us. There was a woman in the house who would fatten her prisoners up and try to eat them, and that was going to be our fate. I was first. She tricked me into getting close to the oven, and before I knew it, I was inside. If it weren't for my clever sister Gretel pulling me out in time, I would have been burned alive. We escaped that house and found our way home. After that, things started to get better. Our awful stepmother passed away, and my family came into some wealth.
Oh my god.
I guess we just forgot about those events. I mean, how could we live with those images and memories inside your mind? Then again, they were always there. The old woman still torturing us beyond memory, beyond time. However, I can now confront my past, confront this trauma. It is better to know than not to know.
So essentially, the training program for all the new recruits is to go through the psychological profile of a fairy tale character. The answer I thought was fake the entire time actually turned out to be true. You know, sometimes you gotta laugh. Sometimes you just gotta laugh. It's the only way you'll survive.